Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the studio. In the last video I was in my brand new sketchbook tearing up paintings, sticking them in as collage and going over with charcoal. I did go in after with a fixative spray and fixed all that charcoal, and someone asked me if it was possible to collage onto this hard cover, and the simple answer is yes, and I did actually film that, so this time I'm going to put that in. There is just one small little tip technique that we have to do at the end that's a bit different for this than for the sketches inside. Hope you enjoy. So here I have scraps of paper from the big roll of sketchy painting that I did in my time in the mountains. I've used so many times now. If you've been watching my videos, this roll of paper has been the starting point of so many projects. It's amazing. So yeah, just getting my glue out again, sticking straight on. I mean, some people do use gesso to gesso the hardback cover because it's a shiny surface, so you can go over with the gesso if you like. I didn't on this one because it was kind of a continuation of what I was doing inside and I just wanted to get on with it. And I do like to, when I start a new sketchbook and I kind of start on a project, well, I'm still going on with my mountain, my landscape. I'm going to call it my French landscape because of course I live in France and I'm just inspired by my surroundings here. Spend a lot of time in the mountains, mainly in the summer, to get away from the southwest France heat. So this is my French landscape inspiration sketchbook. So I'm starting, I'd like to create the cover in response to my kind of now project. So these torn up pieces of art, let's call them, these paintings, I'm kind of using them almost like a jigsaw puzzle, tearing them up and fitting them in where I feel may look even better than they were in the original painting. You know what I mean? So once again, playing around, another way of creating, I suppose, a composition that's pleasing and more interesting. Mountain there. Oops. So going back to composition, you can see in this one I have chosen to put the mountains on the lower part of the, let's call it a landscape, and I'm using this big expansive sky in the, let's cut it into three, into the other 2/3. Just gives that interesting point of view rather than just doing a straight halfy horizon line. Very simple technique that you can use in your landscape and any other type of composition. Quite like that. Trim that off later. Maybe I should have put that under that. Maybe it's too late. A little bit. I like that in the sky. Here I wanted to add a little bit of that blue that I've got going on in the bottom with the mountains, this yellowy sky. Just making your eye move up there, adding a little bit of contrast. And now as I'm talking about it, I would have probably left just one small piece of blue and not added the second, but you know, you can always change it, and these are all just experiments to take into other things, playing about, mark making, to give me ideas to move on. Here you can see I've grabbed this orange now, again contrasting with that blue to make something else interesting to look at. Now just filling in the gaps before I go in with some charcoal, like I did on the sketches, mixed media pieces inside. And then later on I will take some of these charcoal mark making ideas into the big paintings. I've really enjoyed reconnecting with this medium. I use a lot of pastel pencils in my artworks. It's quite a while since I've experimented again with charcoal. A great discovery. And someone mentioned in my last video about water-soluble charcoal, so it's next on my list. Yeah, so thanks for all the comments. I love reading the comments and all the little tips. Thanks Christy as well for the tip on how to knead the eraser to clean it. And I do remember that. I do remember using them before, and it kind of cleans itself. If I remember rightly. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to. Thanks for that. So here I'm going in with my charcoal stick, the compressed charcoal. If you're bringing out those lines that were already on that piece of collage paper. Still thinking about my stormy skies, so kind of drawing in some little rainy, hailstony dots with the tip of the stick. Again, contrast. And oh, I think I tried out the willow charcoal. They're very wispy. Another interesting type of mark. And then finally I go in with my little piece of wood that I didn't find. I grabbed it from our wood burner, just testing out some homemade charcoal. Always tempting to go in and do too much, but I just wanted to try all these out, and well, I think I stopped at a good place. So
another experiment and another way to decorate your sketchbook.
So that last important tip to protect this sketchbook if you're taking it out, sketching outside, going in and out of your bag and things, is to just cover it with either some PVA, like I used in the video. This is just a simple PVA, or a gloss medium like this. Squirt on. This is coming to the end. This is a gloss medium. Grab a brush and just, I'll show you. There we go, we've got the gloss medium, and I'm just gonna smush that on everywhere. Make sure everything's, it's not just about making sure everything's stuck down, but it just gives it that extra protection. Seals everything in so that these papers won't come off. When you're out and about. There's nothing stopping you from doing it on the inside ones as well, if you want to protect those. But most importantly, on the outside, a coat to seal everything in. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Au revoir.